Well, my YouTube account is set up, and so I have no excuse for not talking to you. We are closed as a church, and I think it's right for us to follow the government's request at this time. If we continue meeting together, it would mean more people getting ill. It would stretch our hospitals and so on, and so we need to play our part to prevent this virus from spreading. And so we have to cancel all our meetings for the time being, as all other churches seem to be doing. However, we need to be wise. There are some in our congregation living alone and unable to access this kind of technology, and therefore we need to think about the impact this might have upon them. And we need to make every effort not only to be active in asking people what they need help with, but also being active in simply maintaining communication. People might not be on WhatsApp, but all of our members have a phone line, and so let's keep in communication with each other. And so not being able to meet together is a challenge for all of us at a time when watching the news and looking at social media might really be winding us up into a panic. This is the time when we need the comfort of God's word and the encouragement of God's people. But at this time we're prevented from being together. And so I thought I'd try and send you something every now and then. On Sunday, I'm hoping to provide 2 services, morning and evening, and we'll have singing and everything. I think I know how it's going to work, so watch this space. Something might go wrong, but we'll do our best. But I thought I could just provide you as well with a couple of minutes here and there to maintain contact and also to focus our minds a little. Yesterday, the talk was all about the economy. Many businesses, large and small, were very worried. There's been talk of helping those who rent and landlords not being able to evict. And then today schools were cancelled. And so big questions about exams, what's going to happen with GCSEs and A-levels. What's the answer to these questions? I heard someone give a little analogy today. Someone said if there's a building on fire, as you're pouring water on it, you don't stop to ask how much the water costs. You just get on with putting out the fire. And so I thought that was helpful. There are some things perhaps not to worry about now. Now we need to deal with the immediate situation. But then perhaps there are so many things that need to be dealt with now. People who have suddenly and unexpectedly lost their income, and health professionals worried about their working conditions. And so there are many questions and there are many things to consider. And so before you go to bed tonight, one thing to pray for this evening. Pray for our leaders. Pray for our Prime Minister. Pray for the government. Pray for those in the Senedd. Pray that they might be given wisdom. Pray that they might be surrounded by good advice. Pray that by God's grace they might be filled with compassion for the poor and for the weak. And pray too that in humility they might cry to God for his help.